Good morning and welcome to the 2018 Military and First Responder Tribute. Please stand for the Color Guard procession.
Whoa!
Please remain standing and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the Please continue to stand for the singing of our national anthem by Jenna Kirking. She's a 2015 graduate from Lincoln Way West. She currently attends Ball State University, pursuing a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting degree.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jenna. You may all be seated. I would now like to welcome Ted Schultz, Port Ford President.
Thank you. On behalf of the New Lenox Community Park District, I would like to welcome everyone. Each year we partner with other organizations to hold this military tribute. Thank you to all the current and past military personnel and first responders. It's a privilege to be here to recognize those who have dedicated so much of their lives to our town and to our country. Today we have several speakers that took time to be with us today. First, I would like to welcome Tim Balderman, Mayor of New Lenox.
Thank you. I want to thank all of you for being out here today, and certainly thank you to Katie and the Park District for all they've done. This is a wonderful event they put on every year. It's absolutely my pleasure to be here as the mayor of New Lenox, the home of proud Americans, to recognize our veterans, those that are currently serving, and our first responders. We obviously live now in a time of great divisiveness. We are a polarized society. We have people that are feeling like they're forced to choose sides, be it on the right or the left, and we're having a difficult time getting along politically. But when it comes to our military and to our first responders, they don't look at things that way. They are here to protect and to serve each and every one of us. And we can all sleep soundly at night, regardless of the political rhetoric. We know that the brave men and women that are here at home and overseas to keep us safe are doing their job, staying above the fray. And so we're so grateful for what they do. And as always, I like to say to their family members, we may be sleeping easy, but the family members are not. They don't rest easy until their loved ones are home safely. So a great deal of gratitude goes not only to those that serve in our military, those that serve as first responders, but to the family members that sacrifice so much as well. So thank you all for being here. God bless all of you veterans, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Balderman. Our next speaker is Congressman Bill Foster of District 11.
Well, good morning, and thank all of you for inviting me to speak here today. For those of you who might not know me, I'm Congressman Bill Foster. I'm a scientist and a businessman. It's my honor to represent New Lenox as part of the 11th Congressional District of Illinois in the House of Representatives of the United States of America. And I'd like to thank Katie and the New Lenox Community Park District for organizing Proud America Days and for giving us all the opportunity to thank our brave service members for their military service and our first responders for the work they do and the risks they take on our behalf every day. I'd like to also point out that this event has been part of the New Lenox community since 1984, where it's grown to be one of the largest of its kind held in the area. And as I mentioned, what today is really about is our community coming together to say thank you to the men and the women who put their lives on the line for our country, sacrificing so much to keep us all safe. So why is it that Americans from all walks of life, from all regions of the country, from all political parties, are uniformly proud of our service members, first responders, and veterans? I believe it's because whether you're homeless or a billionaire, our armed services are there to protect your freedom. And our first responders do not ask about your politics when they come to your assistance. And our armed services have also led the way towards civil rights and equal opportunity for all Americans for generations. It was the Americans who came home from World War II, from the Korean War, and also from the war in Vietnam, that saw the sacrifices, the shared sacrifices of all Americans, and realized that the benefits of freedom have also to be shared by all Americans. And they were proud to see that reflected in our armed services in a way that it wasn't always reflected in our country as a whole. So that history and those sacrifices of those brave citizens cannot and will not ever be forgotten. Their incredible impact is seen not only in our own safety here at home, but around the world, where our servicemen and women do vital work to help those in need. We must always remember, though, that for every American that's deployed somewhere around the globe, every policeman, fireman who's out putting their lives on the line, that there are family and friends, loved ones here at home who support them and sustain them each and every day. They're the parents and the siblings, the husbands and the wives, the sons and the daughters, who undoubtedly miss and worry about their loved ones very much, but are full of pride for their dedication to the country they love. And it is all of these sacrifices made both by those who serve and by their families that we honor here today. You know, there are 40,000 veterans that call Will County home, and on behalf of all the people who live and work here, I want to say just how proud we are to call you our neighbors. And these numbers will continue to increase, and as they do, we must help support these veterans and assist them in their reintegration back into our community and into our society. I can say that Will County is doing a fine job here. Just a few weeks ago, it was announced through the hard work and dedication of many people that Will County has officially ended veterans homelessness, becoming only the 50th country in the entire nation to do so. So give yourself a hand. This is an accomplishment that we should all be proud of, an example of the good that we can do when we work together. And as your elected representative in Congress, I've been focused on supporting our veterans firsthand, and most recently by sponsoring legislation like the GI Education Benefits Fairness Act, which would provide increased educational assistance for the children of veterans. I also work every day to make sure that our disabled veterans receive the treatment and the assistance that they need. So my office is here to serve you, and if any of you or someone you know is having trouble working with a federal agency, or you feel you've been treated unfairly, do not hesitate to reach out to our district offices here in Joliet or Aurora so that we may go to work on your behalf. And once again, thank you all to our service members, first responders, and veterans. Your sacrifices are so greatly appreciated. Thank you all.
Thank you, Congressman. I would now like to welcome Connie Starcheski from the New Lenox Community Park District to read our military tribute.
First of all, today we would like to especially pay tribute to our World War II veterans that are with us. Please stand and let us applaud your dedicated service for our freedom. Today we have Robert Scholl, Purple Heart from the U.S. Navy. Please stand. That's okay. Wade Crone, Air Force, World War II. And Bob Beasley, Navy Seabees, World War II. But with honor and gratitude, we also remember the fallen: Ken Sobey, John Podolsky, Richard Harms, John Clausen, Wallace Anderson, Tim Simonson, Edward Mark Sr., Frank Mulhall, George Travnicek Sr., Joseph Kudla, John Andrews, Adam Bakutis, Bruno Braglia, Harold Burbank, John J. Burke, Robert Siston, William John Siston, Ed Colby, Raymond Dagnino, Raymond Patrick Doran, James Edward Dunbar, William Urbeck, Joseph Gill, Tim McGowan, John Justice, Robert Kiefer Sr., Arthur Litva Sr., Tim McGowan, Louis D. Minigan, Carmen J. Petro, Wesley Starcheski, Harry Przybilla, Matt Sears, LaDonna Slattery, Jerome Slattery, Lawrence Soja, Mark Stanley, Thomas Teeling, PFC Aaron Topin, Roy William Tracy, Howard Tuma, Samuel Walker, John Workman, William Zakrasik, Michael Shaner, Richard Barnhart, Robert Pardee, Calvert Heath, Frank Bercolo, Julius Kozery, William Race, Jack Bath, Frank Caratlo, Richard Kordelsky Sr., Carl Thornton, Ed Murray, Jim Husak, Paul Bouchard, Elvis Smith Jr., Dick Wingate, Joe Stack, Harry Hossain, Eddie Colby, Henry Chavez, James Casey, Ken Patton, Dutch Hostert, Nicholas Simunik, Richard Grasky, and Tom Cumasino. One more page. Victor Koda, Alan Shaw, Eric Ross, Eric Trustle, and Edward Hammersmith. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Connie. Now we will honor each military branch and our first responders. First, the United States Army. Our flag carrier today is Specialist Travis Camp from the 470th TC Battalion. Ladies and gentlemen from the U.S. Army, please stand. Next, the United States Marine Corps. Our flag carrier today is Noah Stamborski from Cub Scout Pack 6. He's accompanied by Wes Fabian from the New Lenox Fire Protection District, who currently is serving in the United States Marines. Thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen from the Marine Corps, please stand. The United States Navy. Our flag carrier today is Jessica Schmidt. Jessica served from 2003 to 2009. She was stationed in Washington, Afghanistan, Japan, Korea, and on the USS Enterprise. United States Navy, please stand. The United States Air Force. Our flag carrier today is Wade Crone. He served from 1943 to 1946. He fought in World War II. He was a sergeant and was stationed in the Aleutian Islands. The United States Air Force, please stand. The United States Coast Guard. Our flag carrier today is Lucas Radovsky from Cub Scout Pack 6, and he's accompanied by Adam Schold from Boy Scout Troop 12. Ladies and gentlemen from the U.S. Coast Guard, please stand. First responders. Our flag carriers today are Officer Paul Simon of the New Lenox Police Department, Deputy Harold Toon of the Will County Sheriff's Department, and Wes Fabian from the New Lenox Fire Protection District. First responders, please stand. Thank you to our flag bearers who are here today. One last round of applause for all of our service members. Please now turn your attention to outside of the tent for the rifle salute courtesy of the American Legion Post 1977. Thank you very much. I would now like to welcome to the stage Bill Ward, owner of RCM Heating and Cooling of New Lenox.
Hi everyone. I wanted to start out by thanking New Lenox and the Park District for allowing us to do this. It's the second year we're doing this and we've had great results and we really enjoy this. I want to thank all the people of New Lenox and Lincoln Way and all of our customers for being such great customers and making us who we are. And I myself and our employees and everyone else, you don't know how much we appreciate being here and being in this town. This is a great town. If nobody knows it, it's an outstanding town. I also want to thank York for donating the equipment for this raffle. And I wanted to say a couple things about York. York's been in business for 134 years. They have a rich history. And everything that they manufacture, the furnaces, air conditioners, and evaporators, are manufactured in Kansas. And the commercial equipment is manufactured in Oklahoma. I've been to the factories, I've seen it. It's a state-of-the-art facility. And the thing that's key about them is they offer the best warranty in the business, hands down. There's no comparison. And so then you might ask, why are we doing this? Why are we donating our time and our resources? Well, we're doing this because the people in our society, our concept of a hero can be just about anything. But to me, a hero is someone who risked their lives. There's a lot of heroes in our society. We see them every day and we take them for granted. But the reality is that a lot of them, and even if they're working at a desk job, you never know where they're going to be called out. They don't know if they're going to make it home that day. And you see it in the news every day. And so, to me, that's a hero. And I'm a patriot. And I love this country like you wouldn't believe. We got our veterans in the military in battle. We're fighting to preserve our freedom, our liberty. and the right to pursue happiness in an incentive-based society. Let that sink in. It's an incentive-based society. That means that if you work hard, you can do just about anything in this country, like I have, and many of us have. Start out with nothing, you get somewhere. You get there because you work hard. There's a lot of people here who work their tails off, and they risk their lives. And so it's key. It's a great thing. We've got our police that risk their lives here at home every day. You hear about it in the news every day. We see them every day. We take them for granted, drive around in their cars, but it's a pretty stressful job. We all know them. We all know what kind of people they are. They're great people. And the cops nowadays, they're even, it's a vast difference from the past. These guys are sharp. These folks are sharp. They're well trained. The military, the police, the firefighters, the paramedics. They're the best trained, they're the best equipped in the world, and they're something to really be proud of. The firefighters, you see them on the news again, pulling babies out of burning buildings. They don't know if they're going to make it out of that building. The paramedics, handling people in physical distress, whether it's a heart attack or a terrible accident, a natural disaster, a shooting. I've had my life saved, and I've had myself taken care of by paramedics. And these folks are sharp, they're fast, they're well organized, they know what they're doing. The people in our military are the best disciplined, best in the world. And again, they preserve a quality of life, an exceptionalism that no one else in the world has. And quite frankly, there's a lot of very powerful people in this world that they don't like it. They're threatened by it. And that's the other reason why the military is there. They're there to preserve our exceptional way of life. And so we're going to do the drawing, except this year we're going to do it a little differently. I would like to have someone pull the name out of the basket. And I think the most appropriate one would be last year's winner, if he's floating around here somewhere. Wade?
There he is. Here. Close your eyes and take a pick.
Close your eyes, grab one, don't grab two, don't grab three, you'll bankrupt us. And then I rattle it off, and that's the end of it. And then we celebrate. And there we are. And again, it's, well, I'll bring it off here to you. An Army vet, Abraham Gomez. Look at that. And don't thank me, thank Wade for pulling the ticket off. Because the guy is just, he has the uncanny look. Wade, here's your ticket. We'll be calling on you soon. Don't thank me, thank York, thank the people of New Lenox, a lot of great people, and the employees of RCM Heating and Cooling. It's not me, it's the folks that work for me that I appreciate most. Thanks again, folks, and enjoy the remainder of the day. Again, I greatly appreciate being here and being on this great earth, and God bless all of you.
Thank you to Bill and RCM Heating and Cooling, along with York, for donating that heating and cooling system. Now I would like to welcome Linda Pascal from the VFW to announce the winners of her raffle. Thank everyone for coming today, and thank the Park District for all they have done. The VFW New Lenox is here for any veterans or people in New Lenox who need help. You know, if you haven't joined, you know, we definitely would like to have you as a member.
We also have a fish fry every Friday night. And we also send out care packages to the troops. So if you know anybody who's deployed, please call the VFW and then we can help them. We also have 3 chairs that we'd like to raffle off. The first one is Rick Hunt. The second one is Ross Anderson. And then the last one is Larry Famella. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. We will now announce the winner of a gift basket that was graciously donated by U.S. Mail and Parcel. All right, ticket number 741957. 741957, if that is you. Oh, fantastic, Specialist Camp. You can head to the table afterwards. And thank you to U.S. Mail and Parcel as well. On behalf of the New Lenox Community Park District Board and staff, we sincerely appreciate your attendance today. The dedication and courage that all members of the military and first responders display is worthy of our respect and honor, not only today, but every day. For those currently serving, we extend our thoughts and prayers to those brave men and women and their families for their safe return home. Our closing song, God Bless America, will now be sung by Jenna Kirking.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Thank you, Jenna. I would like to thank you all for joining us at our 2018 Military and First Responder Tribute. Please stop by our entrance table to receive a small token of appreciation from Gatto's Restaurant and Bar in the New Lenox Community Park District in appreciation for your attendance and service. You are all also invited to step to the bar behind you for a complimentary beverage. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.